My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Switch to Verizon Business and get more from your internet without paying more for your internet. Get LTE Business Internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data, and with it, unlimited possibilities. Start saving today with Verizon Business, ranked #1 in small business internet customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Starting price for 25 megabits per second LTE internet plan with smartphone plan savings, plus taxes, fees, and economic adjustment charge. Terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Bounce, bounce, pass. Pass, kick, pass. Dunk it.
What?
Funk it.
Sure.
Serve it.
Here.
Work it.
Switch.
Jocular. We're about to get jocular.
Welcome to Jocular, the show where three best buds gossip about women's sports. I'm Tien, she, her.
I'm Katie Kershaw, she, her.
And I'm Charlie Smith, he, they.
ER is still up in the Blue Origin.
Yes.
Katy Perry said, can you please come down and go on tour with me?
Yes.
And they said, I'd rather be in space.
Yeah.
So they're doing an extra tour in space.
They're doing an extra tour in space. But we got lots to talk about here.
Yes, we have a lot of... I have an editorial note from last week's episode. I haven't slept since I listened back, and famed soccer star Esther.
Yeah.
I called her Esther, and I've never been more white than me saying that, so I want to make a formal apology. I am calling myself in.
Oh, I love calling yourself in.
I like that. And that's good.
That is good.
But you got, you know, don't be so hard on yourself.
Thank you.
Because we're just like shooting from the hip.
We are.
Here.
Yeah. And I would say I mispronounce most regular words.
Same. Katie's always like, Busket Bill.
Yeah. We're talking about Busket Bool. You love that Busket Bool.
Well, thank you both. I appreciate that.
So don't worry.
Also, following up from last week, we've had some sporting updates over the weekend.
Yes.
We had our PWHL playoffs get set.
Oh my God.
We've got
Insane.
our 4 teams, Montreal, Toronto, Minnesota, and Ottawa. And for the first time, so PWHL is a fun thing where the top seed gets to pick who they play in the playoffs. Remember this?
Yeah.
There's going to be a Canadian and American showdown. So Toronto picked Ottawa. So it's going to be, a Canadian matchup, and then Minnesota and what's the other one?
Ottawa? There's only one U.S. team.
Then I must have made a mistake.
That's okay. That's okay.
I was like, oh no,
I think I need to call myself back in.
Yes.
I was like, Charlie thinks Ottawa's in America.
Yeah. I'm from Ottawa, Pennsylvania.
Thanks for coming down to Ottawa, Kentucky.
Yeah, like a Paris, Texas.
I'm rooting for Canada. Sorry.
I am too.
I am.
I root for Canada in most things lately.
Yeah.
So
I wonder why.
Could you explain, Harry?
Tariffs.
Tariffs.
I think it's funny to say tariffs.
Those damn tariffs.
Oh my God.
Also this weekend, exciting to, I think mainly just me in the room, which is the Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
I grew up in Kentucky, as we all know. I didn't grow up around horses because I am allergic, but horse racing is still everywhere, and we've always watched it growing up. And some fun facts about the Derby. All the horses, it's very binary, are boys.
Why is that?
In the Derby, boys and girls can't really race together. They get distracted. They're so orny. So
orny horses.
Yes. So the day before is the Kentucky Oaks, which are all the girls.
Oh, and they never show that?
I mean, if you're in Kentucky, you can watch the Oaks,
This
but
just
the
segments
Oaks
of
is
women's
not
sports.
on.
Where's the coverage?
Yeah.
Where is the coverage of the Kentucky Oaks?
Seriously.
I want to bet on that race.
I didn't know that was like a thing that you could. I didn't even know.
Yeah, so the Oaks are definitely. It feels like it's mainly like all the rich horsey people that have thoroughbreds that are going to be racing in the Derby are like, which girl will be good for my sweet stud? And all of the horses that raced in the Derby are descendants of the Triple Crown winner Secretariat, which is psycho. And for a thoroughbred to be a thoroughbred, I believe I discussed this last year when we talked about the Derby. You have to be viewed that they are breeding. It's not artificial insemination. They like watch the horses do it.
Yeah.
Is that televised? Could we watch that somewhere?
That's the race I want to bet on.
Probably. I hate to say it, Harry, but probably.
Harry, we can find that channel for you.
Thank
and
you.
It'll be free.
I think it's just like a TikTok live.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah.
I bet it's someone just going, whoa.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh, it's happening. Oh,
Got it.
whoa.
Oh, right. I had a
Bingo.
friend watch it,
Touchdown.
was like not realizing what it was going to be, and was like,
It's very
this is
intense.
violent.
No,
this
it's
bad.
not good.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
It's really not good. Who
But I
won
loved
this
it.
year?
Sovereignty, which everyone was betting on journalism. But I tell you what, don't bet on journalism.
I know.
Even
I saw
Steve
the headline and
Kornacki
thought it
said,
was a commentary
I'm
piece.
not betting on journalism. And Sovereignty
It's
won. But here's the thing about the Derbs. The track was completely soaked. It was a horrible rain in Louisville. And
you still race?
You still race. And so horses race so differently. And some of the horses live most of their year in California or in the UAE or somewhere else.
Oh.
So they may not get as many opportunities to race on a wet track like that. Plus, you're racing 19 horses. Most horse races today are not that many horses. So there's like 1,001 issues.
all of this.
The only time I ever know that it's the Kentucky Derby is when I'm like walking around town and out to brunch, and all of a sudden I see
Yeah.
a bunch of hats, and I'm like,
the hats.
oh, it's Kentucky Derby season.
yeah.
It is. It is.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, again, I like grew up thinking like I know nothing about horses. My family's not a horse family, and then you leave Kentucky and you're like, oh, you don't know who famous horse trainer Bob Baffert is?
No.
That's insane to me. Everyone knows Bob Baffert, so yeah, I guess I do know a little bit.
The only horse history that I have is I went to Preakness one year.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay, gotcha.
Because is that in, where is that? That's not in Kentucky.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
It's another horse race.
Right.
And I just went to it one year and got very drunk and came out to my friend. That's all I know about that.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's
all.
part of the tradition of the Derby as well.
Yeah, that's part of the tradition
That's
too.
all you need.
What's the drink at the Derby? Isn't there
The mint julep.
Mm.
Mint julep is just like a whiskey and mint situation.
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, I've never had it.
So
But they're
it's nothing
served in
special.
like mint julep cups, which are gorgeous sterling silver cups. And in Kentucky, that is a very often like if you win an award, instead of getting like a normal trophy, you get like a mint julep cup. So my sister, who won several awards in college, has several mint julep
For horse
cups.
racing?
No, just for being smart.
Oh,
Yeah.
wide. Across
wide.
the board, it's a mint julep.
Okay,
Yeah.
So for the Kentucky Oaks,
Yeah, who won?
the winner was Raise Your Glasses for Good Cheer.
Really?
Yeah. Good Cheer won.
Oh, I
So-
thought, I thought it
Oh,
was
the
the
raise
whole
your
lot.
glasses to good cheer.
I do see how that's different. That
Yeah.
is confusing.
So good cheer won.
Good Cheer won.
Good
so
Cheers.
It looks like Good Cheer and Sovereignty are about to
Boy,
and Harry's gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And that's our yearly reminder that horse racing exists.
Yeah. Next time we'll try and do it before the race happens so that you can look out for it. You
Yeah.
know, maybe we
Oh,
can
yeah.
do bets.
Yeah,
Ooh, we could do that.
I want to get more into betting on the show.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Sports betting is like the one thing that I get why people do it. I don't want to.
I get nervous about
Exactly.
Yeah.
betting. Everything
will
about
never.
it scares
Me too.
But I will say there is an emerging world of betting on women's sports with the popularity
Yeah.
of it. And I was talking to someone about it. I mean, this has been like a year ago where he was like, oh, it's a huge thing in Vegas now
Yeah.
to know about women's sports. So maybe we need to get women involved into the women betting sports.
Could be a fun guest. Someone that's like super.
Really?
I'm
I'm
Go
scared.
ahead.
Two of my friends are very into sports betting, and they have said that they've seen the rise in women's sports betting.
Yeah.
And that the odds are so interesting because the odd makers are not well versed.
Yeah.
No.
In women's sports. So
Like
like,
Caitlin Clark to be MVP.
yeah, like those
Yeah.
like those numbers, they only base it off of like what's like, someone reading like a headline. They're not really as well informed.
Yeah.
Right.
So some of the odds making is not really accurate.
That's exciting.
It's odds making that's like done out of like like some bro probably being like, all right, I know that name.
Yeah.
So let's.
I watched
I
the
sports.
finals last year.
So yeah, so the odds are not like
That's fascinating.
yeah.
Mhm.
So in other words, I think you can still make a little more money in women's sports betting
Yeah.
if you know what you're doing.
Especially because women historically, which we've discussed on here a lot, play more consistently.
Yeah. That's true.
Especially when it comes
And like
to
commitment levels, like there's no off game.
yeah, and there isn't. I just feel like women's basketball at collegiate level, especially, is very consistent. So that translates to the W, which would translate into betting.
I mean, we should. Did we
We're
just convince
talking
ourselves to bet?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just bet
Well, I guess
everything
should
we
just
have.
bet everything in the house. We're betting Harry.
Betting the house.
We're betting the house.
You're betting me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What-
Okay.
If
Fight
we-
over me.
Yeah.
The last little fun update we have is that in the NWSL, Alyssa Thompson assisted to her sister, Giselle Thompson, and it wasn't the first sister to sister goal, or was it?
It was the first sister
Okay.
to sister goal.
First
Oh
sister
my
to sister-
God.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, first sister to sister goal, which
Yeah.
is like,
It was also one of the
A
coolest goals
dream.
I've ever seen.
yeah, it was
Like
amazing.
Giselle doing the little she does like a little back, like a donkey kick.
Yeah,
on
she
it.
does like a little volley donkey kick between like four players, and Alyssa crossed it over. And the face that Alyssa makes as
sweet.
Giselle runs
Mhm.
over to give her a hug, she's like, my sister.
Absolute shot. It's so sweet.
Like, that's, gosh.
It was perfect. Did you watch the Angel City game?
I watched the highlights of it.
Oh my God. What a fun game separately.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw we won in the end.
Yes, which
Hey,
Angel City kind
God,
of known
we
for not
need it.
doing. Yeah.
We
We
need it.
a lot of changes are happening at Angel City,
Yes.
and they're welcomed.
Yeah. I'm
They
happy.
are. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
That reminds me, Charlie's inane fact for the day. I realize I have a lot of silly, stupid facts. And this one is related to sisters. There have been 3 sets of sisters who have scored or have played in the NWSL. Do you know them? 3 sets. Well, we know one.
We know one.
The Thompsons.
And I do know the
Thompsons.
Mewises because of Sam.
Christy and Sam Mewis.
Christy and Sam.
The other set is a little hidden. One of them plays on Angel City right now. Riley Tiernan.
Okay.
Her older sister, I'm sorry, I
Hot young
forgot your
rookie.
name. Truly, she's catching up with Esther on the goal count. She's had like 4 goals in 5 games or something crazy. Her older sister used to play for one of the original NWSL teams, Sky Blue FC. And there you
Okay.
go. That's Charlie's inane fact for the day.
You were just talking about sisters scoring, and I was like, what?
But there's only been one sister
The
assist.
sister,
to
yeah,
score.
sister,
Yes.
sister.
Older
Sister,
sister.
sister. Never knew how much I missed you. Wow, loved that show.
Love that
Ain't ever
show
gonna let
too.
you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, now for a very sad,
Oh,
sad
God.
fact.
Yeah.
Is
What?
starting June 1st,
Yeah.
transgender folks will no longer be permitted to play women's soccer at any
Yeah,
level
I think
in England.
It's so fucked up. They just passed that. I
Yeah.
cannot believe it. I can't believe it.
Yeah. I don't, especially in the UK where I've seen a lot of, like, I think, there's a team of all trans
Yeah.
individuals, I think that's in the UK.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's a lot of actual resistance. I've got friends who used to live here and now they live in the UK and they're actually on a team with trans folks and they just posted a photo of them with trans flags like, we
Yeah, I think
support
people-
you.
I think people are trying. I know in the NWSL there have been several supporter groups who have come out to be like, no, like we are trans inclusive, like trans folks deserve to be a part of sports. And I'm hoping that the UK does that too, but I think it's
Yeah.
going to be a long fucking fight.
I think so too.
I mean, with what's happening with their Supreme Court, it's
I know.
disgusting.
It is
Also,
disgusting.
too, it is believed that 20 athletes will be affected by the ban. Like, Great
You're
job.
really making a lot of
job.
change.
Good job. And
You
I'm
guys
sure
are
those 20 folks were
You
really
guys are really protecting women.
Yeah.
so fucking stupid.
It is so fucking stupid.
Separately, Chelsea won their 6th straight WSL title.
Absolutely hard hit.
I'm starting to sweat about UK.
God. Hard pivot. They did, and it was amazing.
It was.
It was really cool. And then you were saying,
Yes, this is a more positive thing to talk about.
this is more friend of the pod stuff.
It is. Jackie, if you're listening, watching, hello. We love you so much. Jackie, our friend of the pod who used to work at Orlando, now works in Indiana, and also works for a company called IDA Sports. And they are the first and only company to have a cleat designed specifically for women, female athletes. Obviously, male, female, we have different bodies and different feet. And it's the phrase that they use is they're trying to go away from it's like the old term was shrink it and pink it, like make men's to women's,
yeah,
make
yeah,
it smaller
yeah.
and make it pink. They are actually doing research, and they have a cleat out that is being tested by NWSL players, and it is specifically for it's like a different toe box. It's a little bit, all these very specific things that IDA Sports is doing, led by Jackie. And we just want to give them a shout out because if you haven't heard of them, you can buy cleats from them. You can go to their website and check it out.
And they're cool looking cleats.
And
legit.
as somebody with bunions,
Thank you.
I need a wider toe box.
Yes.
A wider toe box is something I think about every time I buy shoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not a lot of people talk about it.
Rise up.
Get going. Wider toe box.
Wider toe box, let's go. No, it's really true.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They've got a youth cleat coming out. Check it out, IDA Sports.
Okay, that's very cool. I feel like those shoes specifically designed for female athletes will maybe help with ACL injuries,
Yes.
those types of injuries that we
Yes.
see a lot. I think some of that research, I think we brought it up in another one that FIFA, though we don't
Our
trust
friends.
our friends at FIFA.
I'm a little salty. Yeah, our friends.
Yeah.
Our friends at
Frenemies.
FIFA, who love to hold World Cups in homophobic and transphobic places, are putting money into research for ACL injuries for women. So maybe
Yeah.
people are trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are trying.
It's awesome to see a big name, just the headline itself
Yeah.
of FIFA funding a study. Because there has to be a link.
Yeah.
Because when I funded my study,
Yeah.
no one
No
one
Nobody
paid
said-
attention.
Nobody said anything.
No one said a fucking word.
I tore my ACL in high school,
God.
and I think I was on my period.
Really?
I
Really?
think so. Yeah. Because we had 4 or 5 people when I tore mine that also
Huh.
I went
we
to
can
PT.
do it all. Be on your
And
period.
no rise up. But you're right. I think FIFA funding a study that will keep players healthier for more of the season does feel like a conflict of interest in terms of just player mental health, because FIFA just keeps
true.
getting really dragged for trying to. Everyone is saying that athletes are playing men and women
Yeah.
playing way too many games.
Yeah,
Yep.
they need rest.
Yep,
So the study's kind of cool, but
No more taking 9 months out to rest.
No
No.
more breaks.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. But what we do need is a break right now.
And we'll be right back.
At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, get deals so right, it almost feels wrong. Now's the best time to get that Hyundai you've always wanted. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty and 3 years or 36,000 miles of limited complimentary maintenance. Don't think you can get away with all that? Think again. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. It's a great day for a new Hyundai.
This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/Spotify.
ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
No.
And
we're back. Today, let's talk about coaches.
Let's talk about coaches.
Let's.
Kind of inspired by some of our favorite coaches, and also in the news recently, the one and only Don Staley got a statue.
A cool looking
one.
fucking statue, which is so hard to do.
It is hard.
What would be the ultimate thing, I guess, holding a trophy? But I feel like it's even better with basketball. She's on the ladder cutting the net.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask a stupid, silly question.
Yeah.
What would your statue be?
Oh,
I think I'll go first.
yeah. I feel like you already have the image.
Yeah, it came to me easy. It's me kind of standing on a corner. I'm holding my phone,
Love it.
doing.
Yes. Oh my
It's
God.
like, what am I checking for? But I'm checking
good.
for something. I'm like,
This is really good.
maybe my eyes kind of move.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that.
Just the eyes.
Okay, I really like that.
I think that's what it is. On a corner.
Checking
I'm
something.
kind of in the way.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Mine, I would be crouching down like this, petting a dog. I think that's.
Oh, that you could just
Love
insert
that.
your dog into the statue.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I love
Oh
that.
my
That's sort of
gosh.
greeting
Okay.
it.
Okay, I really like that. Mine would be maybe sitting on the couch. So we're gonna have to get a bronze couch.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get a bronze couch.
Okay, but people sit next to you.
and people can sit next to me.
Yeah.
I'm wrapped in a fleece blanket, and I'm watching House Hunters International.
Oh.
I think we can.
We've got
get-
the TV.
We got the TV, we
Yeah.
got the couch, we got the
coffee table.
we got the whole thing.
We got the Max subscription,
we got
so you
the-
can watch every single episode.
Yes,
And you
yes,
can sit
yes,
next to
you
Tien.
really do. You
Yeah.
can sit next to me. There's an unfinished puzzle on the coffee table.
You hear. How do you do the House Hunters song?
Oh, the House Hunters International. Oh, I can't think of it. I know what you're okay.
You know what I'm trying to go for?
I know it.
It's almost Seinfeld, but it's not.
It's not.
The slap. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But only international. I don't want.
Oh, I'm loving a stateside.
I do not like a stateside.
We'll discuss off mic. We'll save it for the Patreon.
yeah, we'll
yeah.
save it for the Patreon. I just love seeing colonialism.
Oh, it is.
Modern day colonialism. in
I'm
House-
wondering where my man cave is.
Yeah.
You're like, well, you're in Taipei,
Yeah.
and the homes just aren't really made for a man cave.
yeah. They're like, our money doesn't go that far in the U.S., but we can buy 5 acres here and kick off some indigenous folks. What do you think?
Yeah, but no one will build me a good bathtub. So we're going back to Connecticut.
Speaking of Connecticut.
Back to our bronze statue here. She's also holding a net. Whoever
Yeah.
bronzed the net.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
it's unbelievable.
Believable. The statue is fantastic.
She looks good.
No, she looks really good. I don't know if you can see it.
They've got sort of the cinched waist even.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll post the picture.
Okay, well, Harry, thank you.
Thank you, Harry.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
And she wanted the statue to be, I don't know if it's behind the stadium. It's away from where a lot of... So sweet.
Yeah.
A real trailblazer.
I really love that.
I love her.
I love her too.
What other coaches do you love?
Pat Summitt.
Pat
I mean,
Summitt is my all-time favorite ever.
1,000%. And I got to see her coach, which
What?
I've talked about on this pod 5,000
Well,
times.
make it 5001.
I went to go see UK women's play, and they were playing Tennessee.
Good God. Do you like
And-
was Candace
that's pretty
Parker? Who
awesome.
do you know anyone?
I don't remember that. I'm probably
Yeah.
around that time.
Jeez.
But it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
yeah.
unreal. It was so cool. And it was just like, I think the coach that was coaching the UK team had played under Pat, which happened a lot.
I think it happens
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. So it was just like this beautiful, very cool moment. I just had been watching Pat Summitt coach since I was born, it feels like.
No, I love Pat Summitt.
Yeah. Everything about her.
I feel like every coach in the NCAA women's and men's side, when you bring up Pat Summitt, they're all kind of like, there's like a reverence there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To walk that line, it's from hearing about players, it feels like she walked that line where it's like, because I've heard players talk about Gino Auriemma this way, where it's like they and I think a lot of coaches, these great coaches, they say like they'll break you basically, but then or like push you to the point where you don't think you can, remind you that you can go past it, and then like kind of be there to support you along the way. So like to not only be able to comfortably push you past what you think you can do, but then to be like that resource to help you once you've done it. It's like it's molded all of these incredible people that like I think it was Diana Taurasi was saying. It's like I never thought I wouldn't be the person I am today without Gino.
Kind of like the best improv coaches in the world.
Exactly.
That takes me back to IO, the summer of 2013. No.
No, but it's so true. You really have to walk that line of like making sure that people feel like pushed, but not pushed too hard.
Yeah.
I think like Corey Close talked about it this past year, especially with Lauren Betts, that the first year that Lauren Betts had transferred over from Stanford, that she tried to, she didn't have the right, Corey Close will even admit it, she did not have the right tone and didn't see what Lauren needed. And I think that's what coaches, the best coaches, like my favorite coach right now is Emma Hayes.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
I'm obsessed with Emma Hayes. I love her so much. She's so like she's brilliant. But I think what she has talked about is that you can't coach all the players the same. Like a coach that is like it's my way or the highway. You're like, okay, I guess we're going on the highway because like some players just need a different touch. And I think that I think these like coaches that we love, which all happen to be female coaches, are like soft skills, empathy, off the charts.
Yes, absolutely.
The social awareness.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. Some people, I don't respond well to people yelling at me. That's not my coaching style.
Me too.
I cry.
If somebody's like, you're not good enough to do this, I'm like, you are so right. And you've never said a truer word in your life. You got it. I'm out of here. I like truly so sad.
In that same way, if it's like, I'm like, oh, well, I'm out of this entire program. I'm not in. And you get like a player checked out for the whole season.
Yeah.
To understand like Emma Hayes, like, okay, we're having these international games. I want to win every game.
Yeah.
But I want you to get playing time. And you to get playing time so you feel comfortable. And I'm maybe talking to Lynn Biondolo on the side to be like, hey, I'm not going to play you, but it's because I want so-and-so. And like everyone's bought in.
Yeah.
It seems like she's got something really good. And it takes risks, which I think the coaches, these great coaches, have to be willing to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to also, in doing research for this episode, I myself had not understood the magnitude of Coach C. Vivian Stringer.
Okay.
Coached for 50 seasons. The first coach, man or woman, to take 3 different schools to the Final Four. She was 50 seasons, coached most recently at Rutgers, but was also coached at Cheney State in Iowa. And she had 4 Final Four appearances and 28 NCAA tournament appearances. Check her out. She is a badass.
Okay, absolute badass.
And same as Pat Summitt, just like regarded in the coaching community as like, oh, yeah, they can do whatever they want. And it seems like from like player interviews and stuff, she's got that interpersonal skill.
Amazing.
And I'm thinking about like, it's not a direct correlation, but I think of like Coach Teresa Witherspoon, who
Oh, yes.
you see, like, as I'm in my Kennedy Carter jersey. Actually,
Okay,
someone,
really
when I picked
good.
up coffee, the guy goes, "Is that a Vince Carter jersey?" I said, "It's Kennedy Carter."
Thank
know
you
her?
very much.
She like got to Kennedy Carter and like became her friend. I did read that. I think that's maybe why it didn't work out,
Wow,
because the team was like, "You're giving her too much leeway."
Yeah.
But she took a risk.
Yeah.
She took a
Yeah.
risk and
Yep.
used her interpersonal skills. Kennedy Carter had an amazing season and is now just signed with a team in Mexico, I think. But yeah, you gotta have the interpersonal skills, because if you're just the like hard ass, like Kim Mulkey, she's not that, because I know she's got Angel Reese saying, she pushed me. But that like just hard ass, I'm gonna be hard because it's what a coach does.
Well, they don't get to that level. We can't.
right.
We don't have an example because
right.
Well, I'm not saying bad people don't make it
Yeah.
very far.
Yeah.
Lord, in our industry, we know.
Come on, we know.
But they don't. They get
You're
knocked
right.
out at some point, and there has to be something redeemable
Yeah.
about you that's more than your record.
I mean, I hope so.
I hope.
I hope so. I do. I think that I hope so. Because
Same.
Like, because at the NWSL level, we had that huge scandal a couple years ago because of all the coaches that were inappropriate or like emotionally abusive. Like, I think there is that fine line of pushing people and then also mentally tormenting them. Like, it's hard. It's like I think it's kind of like our industry where like a shitty director. Sometimes people are like, wow, they're geniuses. They're brilliant. You look past the abuse because the movie is so good. That happens a lot.
Don't get in the way of the process.
Yeah, a lot in sports.
It does happen. And I'm not saying that, but it's maybe I feel like we're moving past rewarding that as much as we used to.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it used to be like, I wanted to fucking die every day, and I'm so grateful for that, man. No, it doesn't have to be that, and nor like, they let me have maternity leave, and I was able to
asked about my baby.
And we're like, yes. But I feel like the tides are turning. I mean, they are not quickly, but in our industry as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's good to have more talk about these wonderful, empathetic, and powerful people than it is the assholes.
Agreed.
I have a question for y'all about this, because this has me thinking about not just interpersonal skills, but thinking about, and I'm blanking on her name, but the Canadian women's national team coach with Drone Gate. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
So, like, what is the line for coaches? Because she's like, well, I was trying to win.
Oh my God, she did. Okay, for those who did, I think we talked. Did we talk about this? On
I
the
think
pod?
we did.
Bit, but just as a little refresher, Canadian women's national soccer team had head coach asked her staff to spy on the opposing team during their training with drones. And like none of the players knew, thank God, but she literally like pressured her staff members to like, if you're not going to spy, you're not going to be a part of the staff.
Yeah.
So
got caught, got fired.
The win at all costs mentality isn't.
Well, I have a hard time with that because I love playing cards. And if I see your cards,
oh my God,
that's your fault.
But
I'm not flying a drone over your cards.
I was gonna say, are you flying when we're playing like a coffee table blackjack, and I hear behind my ear a bzzz.
That's my drone. That's my drone.
Your drone.
That's my drone.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
No, you can trust me.
No, I
just
don't.
learn how to hold your cards.
What are you advocating for right now?
I don't know. And I can't say.
You're advocating for the win at all cost mentality.
You are.
I mean, I feel like outlast.
Well, I think that's a lot of the like, what is the line?
But I do think the drone, we've gone too far.
Thank you.
We all know you've gone too far with the drone.
Katie, we needed you to say that because there was kind of a.
But if your drone is available and out looking at,
they're taking landscape shots.
If your drone is if your drone is queer and
if your drone is an ally.
if your drone is an ally or queer, the drone is allowed to see what it can see.
You cannot stop the drone.
Speaking of queer, I want to pivot to
Something queer?
well,
Out
something
coaches?
yes, out coaches and the importance of having those as role models for the youths.
No, it's so important.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, I don't know if you ever experienced this or hearing stories of friends who were getting recruited to places and, like, they found out the coach could be a dyke or could be gay. And, like, parents being like, I'm not sending my kid to be coached by some fucking dyke.
Oh, my God. No, but I love that character. Whatever just came out, I'd like to hear him again.
I'm not letting my daughter go up there and get turned into a fucking dyke.
Literally, like all of the parents of my teammates in high school.
I'm loving him.
It is a dad.
Yeah, it is a dad.
yeah.
It is a dad. Oh, it's
Yeah.
definitely a dad.
It's
All
definitely
of
a
the
dad.
worst coaches that I've had were dads of friends, like youth sport dads. We had one guy pull the lights off an entire like t-ball complex. He got mad about a call, said, all right, walked about 50 feet away, boom, all the lights went out.
Oh my God.
Four different games interrupted.
No, dads.
What?
My worst coaches were dads and also just like men who are our age now. So like 30-year-old
Oh my
straight men coaching
God,
women's
yes.
teams. And I'm like, this is not okay. This is before we even coined the term toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
So how are we going to be able to like manage the emotions of all of these women?
No.
They don't know how.
And at the end, all of those women were managing his emotions.
There it is.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Happens today. But out coaches that we love, Sonia Bonpastor,
Sonia Bombastor.
Kurt Miller.
Kurt Miller.
Is Emma Hayes? No.
Oh no,
I don't
she has
know.
a child. No, she has a child.
But you never know.
Well,
That doesn't
children
say- children can come from
gay people. Children can come from gay
Charlie,
places.
Okay, Charlie.
I'm calling myself in
Yeah,
again.
please call yourself in again.
Isn't
Iowa head coach? The new Iowa head coach.
Oh, very
Jen
gay.
Jensen. Jen Jensen, very gay.
Becky Hammond.
Becky Hammond.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Okay.
Becky Hammond, so gay.
Very gay.
Mhm.
So out, so proud. Who else?
We've got
Yeah, who do you have here? Out LGBTQ coaches.
Stephanie White.
Yes.
Oh my
The new
God,
Fever
from the-
coach.
The new Fever coach is a lesbian.
I love that for the team because
my
I don't
God.
get gay from the Fever at all.
No.
I get very straight.
No, they're very straight. over
Well,
there.
no, if you were Indiana and you have the fever, they're gonna send you.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but it was
Are
gonna
you
be
saying-
me.
Are you saying the fever as in the gay?
Yes, that's what I
Steph got
meant.
that gay fever.
And it fell apart, and
No daughter of mine is gonna go get that gay fever.
there we go. There we go.
I do have
He's
a
back.
discussion question of y'all to give your best on the line impression of like a mad coach. I feel like you're kind of tapping into it a little bit.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Or like in my version, it was on the line. Like that's when the coach is like, but maybe that's like a basketball punishment.
Oh, I
Like,
didn't know that. Oh,
to start
get
running.
on the line.
Get on the line. Like, it's like, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what like I'm thinking
I
about when
gave
you,
mine last week,
That's-
which is
yeah,
run
exactly.
until you puke.
Yeah. Our coach would be
Classic.
like, "Okay, time for suicide."
oh,
A casual term.
that's a long
I
sentence
know.
too. Time for suicide.
It's so terrible.
I think the name has been changed.
No, you can't say that anymore.
You
Oh,
cannot
right.
say
No,
it.
I
Yeah.
think they're like on the line for unalives.
Okay, believe that. Put it in your set. Put it in your set.
I'm working out some material.
10 out of live. Let's go.
No, you can't. You can't say that anymore.
No, you can't. No.
Obviously.
No, it
what,
makes
what is
complete
it called
sense,
now?
yeah.
What is it called?
I
now?
feel like we discuss
like-
this, or was I talking about this with a friend of like
I
what
don't think we
they're?
have discussed
We should ask Blythe.
what they call it now.
Yeah,
as
because
a-
Blythe coaches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. I can't believe we used to call it that.
I know. I'm remembering too. They would put you would have to run it under like 42 seconds or something. So you
My
would have a
question
timer.
about the unalivings. Was it by the end of it you will want to unalive, or you are unaliving yourself by doing it?
You know, I've never unpacked the term. and the feeling. But I think it would be like it's you do it and so it's so hard that you the second one you said
you are unaliving yourself. Okay.
Yeah. In the process, you're not going to make it.
You're not going to make it out of it. You're not going to make it out of it.
Alive. You'll be unalive. And with that, we'll take a break.
We're about to get jocular.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay. With experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Jockstraps. We want to hear from you. Okay. So call our line. 567-231-5928. Wait, what? 567-231-5928. Let's never regret calling, lesbian ones. Jocks will always talk. Jocular. Call me.
And it's time for voicemails.
Voicemails. Hey everyone, it's me, Harry Nelson.
Whoa,
what are your pronouns, Harry?
He, him.
Just checking in.
Thanks
in
for
case
asking.
anything changed.
No.
You just had a birthday. Who knows?
That's true. Welcome to the voicemail part of the show, where we have a phone number. We played the theme earlier.
Yeah, we did.
It's harder to play in this new area that we're in.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you say we listen to a voicemail?
Yes, let's do it. Let's listen to it.
Is that okay?
Yes.
I love that.
Would that make you happy?
Hey, it happened off air, so they're going to be confused. I'm really sorry about what happened earlier.
It's okay. I have no choice but to forgive you. You're the talent.
Nope.
All right, here's our first voicemail.
Harry is acting a little ChatGPT today. Can you start that over?
Hi, Jocular. This is JB. They, them. Big hockey fan here. I was just listening to the hockey episode, and y'all were excited for when the PWHL figures out a media deal, so it's a little bit easier to watch. But right now, I just wanted to share a little pro tip for watching games and for the end of the regular season and in the upcoming playoffs. If you're in the U.S., the games are on YouTube for freezies. But if you can't watch them while they're being, live, what you can do is you can, if you're a big dork like me, you can set a timer on your phone to remind you when the game is going to start. And you can hit play on the video and then pause it. And then when you're ready to go back and watch it later, you can go to your little YouTube history and it will have the whole game saved for you. So you can, have a little recorded game moment when you are ready to sit down and be fully engaged in the hockey. I look forward to hearing y'all's silly voices every Thursday. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Life hack.
Fun hack, right?
Really fun hack.
Yeah, I never knew that. I've watched a few on YouTube, but it's always been like I'd pop in the middle if I'm like, oh, there's a game on.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I also forgot about YouTube history. That is such
We have it.
We have it.
Something to remember.
Something to remember. We can look through that.
I'm
Our
gonna clear it.
YouTube history.
Thank you so much for that hack.
What's your favorite hack?
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Um.
That's a really hard one.
This isn't a hack, but someone, a friend, Maggie, friend of the pod, not really friend.
Well, you better be now, Maggie.
Yeah.
She at night she pretends like she's the night shift to do like a cleanup of the house to help out the morning shift. So like doing the dishes at night as the night shift.
Doing closing duties.
Closing
Okay,
duties to
that's
help the
really-
opening shift.
Okay.
Well, I will say my partner and I will be like, "Who's closing up tonight?"
Okay.
Yeah, I got to close up shop.
Close up shop.
That's very fun.
Check the doors, make sure everything's together.
Okay, wow.
Not really a hack, just more of a trick.
I feel like whatever hacks I use that I love are so ingrained I can't see them as
I know,
hacks
that's
currently.
that's what I'm having a hard time with.
Yeah, because I'm sure I do them.
I'm sure I do them too. I don't know if it's a hack. Sometimes I will hard boil 4 eggs.
Continue.
Keep going. Okay, keep going.
No,
this might go someplace we're not expecting.
Wait, no,
And how do you use them?
No, this is okay. So I love making soy sauce marinated eggs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like found in like Korean cuisine, sometimes in Chinese cuisine. And what you do is you just in the morning you just like soft boil 4 eggs for 8 minutes, and then you can marinate them, and you have a lovely lunch the next day.
Wow.
Yum.
You leave it soaking in the
I
sauce?
leave it soaking in. It's like a mix of soy sauce, mirin, sake, brown sugar, some scallions, a little chilies, and you have like a really umami, like jammy egg the next day.
Oh, if I could eat eggs, I would tear
Do
it
you not
apart.
like eggs?
No,
Can you not eat eggs?
I can, but I have like a stomach thing, so it just like
It makes it's good. It's good for your stomach or bad for your stomach?
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I use an egg hack because I hard boil eggs often.
Okay.
And the fridge, anytime we open it, smells
Smells like eggs.
rank. Yeah. Jordan, she's like, I'm going to die. Yeah.
Oh.
So if
He
anyone.
doesn't eat eggs.
No. Also, I was realizing I'm the only person, and I like it this way, because y'all, it's my wife, my partner, Jordan.
Like every talk to him is like, is that Charlie's friend, roommate? Jordan is a genderless name.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend. My domestic partner, excuse me.
Woo!
We got domestic partnered a few weeks ago. But yeah, we did.
Congratulations.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, but if anyone has a hack on
That's
how to
a hack.
make hard boiled eggs, yeah, if you want to get a
Domestic
partner on
partnership is-
insurance,
yeah, that's
get
a
domestic
hack.
partner.
That's it.
Harry, do you have any hacks?
Yeah, what do you love?
My favorite hack? Gene Smart. All right. We got one more voicemail. We got one more voicemail.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hi, Jugular. This is Thrombone Tibula, they, them. And I have noticed that, like, ER hasn't been around a lot. So I was just wondering if there is anything that you missed about them in particular that, might feel good for them to hear. Anyway, I love you guys. I love what you're doing. It's actually a perfect podcast. I stopped listening to every other podcast once I found this one because I'm not a fucking idiot. Love you, KB. Love Tien. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, love you, Larry. Love you, Charbo. Goodbye.
Trombone.
Trombone, tubular.
Tubular. Is that
First time call?
Yeah, first time.
They're clearly a big fan, so
Yeah. Did they send that through the official channels?
I only had one voicemail. Huh?
No, I just got it. It was actually on a cassette tape that was mailed to my house.
With magazine clippings.
Yeah, there was no stamp, so they must have dropped it.
I love that they actually pronounced our names correctly.
Correctly.
For the
Finally.
first
time.
time. Larry,
Tieb.
KB, Charble. Charble is truly it. Yeah, I would say I miss ER. I was thinking about them this weekend, and they're just a dear friend, and I miss them.
You were thinking about them. All right.
I was thinking about that because there's a thing we were talking about writing and it like came up and I was like, we have to write that. But that's all. And I can't share anymore.
Wow. Yeah, no, I miss Fight too. I miss their hilarious, loving, sweet energy.
Yeah. I miss them.
I miss their wit. I miss their musical skills.
Yes.
But I guess we gotta take it on tour. Another reason why I wanted to wear this Atlanta jersey. I know they had a blast in Atlanta.
Our episodes are way less perverted, so that's
we haven't
very
had
true.
a pervert minute in a while.
And I miss that.
And I miss that.
Yeah. I hope they come back and really skank it up.
I have a feeling they will.
Yeah.
Thanks, Thrombone.
Yeah, thanks, Thrombone.
Thanks, Throm.
And thanks for listening to this extra special episode of Jocular.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Remember, subscribe to our TikTok, our Instagram,
our YouTube,
our Patreon, our YouTube, all the channels, really.
Yeah, anywhere you see us, subscribe.
Yes, and be sure to rate and review.
Yeah,
leave us a comment. We love reading them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Straps, you're our life. You are the life's
true.
blood.
That's very true.
We can't always pick our ads. We don't know what's going to go out there. So if you don't like the ads, go to Patreon.
Yes. Easiest way to get rid of them.
Is to go to Patreon.
Also, do us a favor and subscribe to us on YouTube so that we can start monetizing our YouTube channel.
We need to monetize our YouTube.
We're close.
We got to monetize as much
We're
stuff
close?
as possible.
Mm-hmm. We're close, but not yet.
Okay. All right. We'll start shooting videos of our feet. Thanks
Rest
a
in
lot. We love
peace.
you.
All right.
Bye.